All right, Morgan here at winterwarfare.com, where hell is the truth seen too late. And with the way things are going around the world, hey, that's some good advice that some guys might want to think about. So today, what I want to talk about is some waterproof gear and a gear cheat. Essentially, the topic is helping guys save money in their gear. Okay, so today's discussion is going to be for your patriots out there, your militia guys out there, and your Minutemen out there that like freedom like I do. Okay, so at winterwarfare.com, my goal isn't 100% to just sell guys gear. Okay, my goal is to bring awareness to guys out there, a lot of the good guys just like you out there who like to be free. However, a lot of us are just trying to do the best that we can to get by right now. So a lot of gear is very expensive when you start talking about your mil spec gear. So I have a little cheat that I'm going to show you here in a second. Okay, so what I'm actually wearing today is, it's an item that we sell at winterwarfare.com. This is the True Spec H2O top and True Spec H2O bottom. Okay, this is a very versatile set of waterproof gear. By the way, I should add in there, I'm former infantry and airborne, so when I vouch for gear, I'm vouching for it. I spend a lot of time out in the field as a former infantry soldier, but also now. So this video today, I'm up in North Idaho. We are at the very end of November, so it's starting to get colder. It's not quite cold yet. There's snow on the ground. We have several inches here right now, but the weather pattern's been a situation where the snow's getting kind of warm and wet during the daytime when it's getting above 32, 40 degrees in the day, but then going back down below at night and freezing. So one thing you need to do is be able to stay dry, and you need the right gear to operate 24/7, no matter what the weather is. Okay, so the item that I'm talking about today, there's another reason as well. Not only I think will this idea save a lot of guys money, but having waterproof gear is just one key item. It's maybe the most important item that I think any guy operating out there should have, whether you're in Texas, whether you're in California, whether you're in Seattle or North Dakota or South Carolina. It rains everywhere in the United States, and the worst scenario possible is being wet and cold. Okay, and so we know too, being out in the field, it's not always like on the movies where, you know, you're just a Navy SEAL doing CQB 24/7 and you're moving all the time and you're hot as hell. And, you know, a lot of the time that soldiers spend is just in the prone. You're in the defense. Maybe you're defending your property for hours on end, for weeks on end, for months on end without power, without heat. So I could add into the conversation too. I'm actually an economist, okay? So you could call me an analyst, if you will. And I look at a lot of the world situations going on. And in my opinion, I would take the things happening extremely serious, extremely serious. And to me, part of this conversation of having the right gear, yeah, maybe it's gear that you'll never need, but who knows? Okay, with the way things are going, all I simply know is that if I don't have this gear and something happens, I will physically not be able to get it because you have supply chain issues going on as well. So if you go back to recent events where products have ran out, I promise you this, is that if things get even more escalated than they already are, just simply being able to get any item that you want, you won't be able to get. So for me, having some of the gear, yeah, maybe I have to stretch my budget. I get that. As I mentioned, a lot of us are just trying to do the best we can. But for me, it's the main part is just physically having it in my hands, because I know if something happens, hey, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to order it and just get it. It'll be out of stock in 1 second. So let me show you what I'm talking about really quick, something that I think can help you. So again, the True Spec H2O top, True Spec H2O bottom. You might know it as Gore-Tex, but this is a lower priced, essentially mil spec waterproof top and bottom. But below it, here's what I got on. This is a $10 Goodwill winter jacket that I picked up. Okay, now here's what I know about this winter jacket. if I'm laying out in the snow in it, it's just going to soak up the water. Trust me, I've already been there and done it. It's a good jacket. It'll keep me warm, but I need something over the top of this. In this particular case, I want something camo, which is why one item that I just need anyways in my kit, as I mentioned, no matter where you are in the world or in the United States, you need waterproof gear. You have to have that if you're going to be out in the field. And again, what we're talking about is situations where there might not be power for months, okay, for weeks. You are out in the field having to deal with that situation, okay? You don't get to go back inside and just put your gear on. So the waterproof gear is something that I need, but in this particular case, this is just a $10 Goodwill, coat that I got. Yeah, get that. If that's the best you can do, damn well, do that. That's just smart to do. Go to the Goodwill, get some coats for your kids and gloves. There's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, I'm going to cheat a little bit because although this coat's not camo, I can get this lower cost true spec waterproof gear, and same thing with my pants. And now I'm camo. Yeah, maybe it's not the most ideal. Okay, I get that. But it's gear that you need. And instead of buying your, for example, we also carry your extreme cold weather UF Pro gear jackets. Okay, some of those jackets alone are $400. Okay, most guys don't have the money for that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff that we deal with is going to militaries, guys in Ukraine, SWAT team guys. But for a lot of common guys out there, this true spec stuff for the price, you can get a top and bottom for as much as a very expensive like mil spec, Arc'teryx, mil spec, Crye, and again your UF Pro. Like for example, just the top of one of those jackets would be as much as the top and bottom of these. So just a little tip out there for guys. Hopefully that's a help for you out there. If you want to check out our gear, check out our website at winterwarfare.com. Morgan out.